share information. So like DirecTV is sharing with Hulu, or they're buying it from each other or something. Hulu is sharing with Google and whatnot. Because I did not know this, and this really kind of freaked me out until a couple of years ago. Like if Jesse and I are both watching CNN on DirecTV, we might see different ads.
Yeah.
Even though we're both in Tulsa, we're both on DirecTV, because DirecTV has my profile that's linked to my name and my information, and they know what I'm up to. And so I might see the high heels of perfume, and Jesse might see the Lamborghinis, and we could be watching the exact same channel. Same thing with Hulu, obviously is very targeted because they definitely know your profile. So these media companies are sharing information. So you're still going to get, very targeted stuff.
And following up on that, is there so you were talking about dropping the fence. Does that information follow that consumer? Does that then go in their profile forever? So like if you dropped it at Cherokee National Holiday, would they say, okay, this person is always going to get ads for things that are native to America?
There's a
Yeah.
30-day limit.
It's 1,000% illegal for Google or anyone to say, this is Amanda Clinton, you want to target her, we are giving you her information.
Right.
However, aggregate information, like they live in Tulsa,
Right.
or they were at an event with 10,000 other people,
Well, they know the ages too.
or general age range.
No, they know. Like I
Yeah.
logged onto a website once and it was like, "Are you 32 and overweight?" And I was like, "Well, yes, I am."
Well,
And then
as long as
then like
it's-
6 months later, it was like, "Are you 33 years old and overweight?" And I was like, "Well, yes, I am." Like, what are you? So they know.
as
how
long
you
as
are.
as long as they share it in an aggregate way,
Did you wear
then
that
it's
jacket today?
as opposed to specific identifiers, which is completely illegal and
Right.
and
Right.
except for the government.
They may not
doesn't
know
have-
my name, but they know everything else about me.
It is, and there's limits. So if I want to follow you after you've done that, I can tag you based on a single pixel that shows up on your smartphone for up to 30 days after leaving the BOK Center and tell you about the white stripes, and then after that it goes away. So if you've ever noticed you've shopped for a pair of shoes online and you go to whatever websites, social media sites, that pair of shoes follows you, it eventually stops following you, and there's a reason for that. So, but the one thing I want to point out too is that a lot of media companies have been able to share with me really amazing data about demographics. You can tell me income and educational attainment and all these other things, but I'm gonna I think say zero. I don't think you can tell me the psychographics, what people's attitudes and opinions are. So for example, if I'm also not a client, so I'm just making this up, if I'm representing the Home and Garden Show, and a big thing that they have is that if you show up, you get a free 30-minute analysis of what kind of grass you should have when your lawn is filled with trees and you can't grow fescue, just a personal frustration. I want to know, psychographically speaking, who are your customers who are willing to pay someone to do something for you. The print product, it is what it is. The same thing goes out to everybody, I think. Maybe there's some differences, but on the online, if there's a way that you can serve that up, or you can tell me that the Wednesday reader is more likely, I don't know, but get into some of that stuff, and again, you're gonna, at least with me, you're gonna find more ad dollars being talked about.
My mom will tell you there's more coupons in the Tulsa papers than the ones that get delivered on Locust Grove.
Did that answer